I know why he does why he does. Why is that, Fox? Because I'm him.
Shit.
Hang up.
Bro, if I was your manager, I'd be like,
Yeah, check this out. My manager loved it. The nigga drove over. Nigga.
Yeah,
I said that. I heard. The nigga like,
he's losing
Fox.
it.
had to do a wellness check on your ass.
And by the time he got there, I had snapped out or whatever that was. I said, "What'd I say?"
He said, I am
Nigga, you said
Batman.
you was that nigga. I said,
No.
Yeah, I think. And then things started spinning where the director was like, "Look, I want you to be okay, even if you don't want to do." He was English. Even if you don't want to do the movie, everything's gonna be okay. You don't have to do the movie.
I love these accents.
I love for you to do the movie. You know, I went through some things myself, and here's some DVDs that you could take. And you can watch these DVDs because they helped me. So I'm like, cool. So he leave my house, and the DVD was like some nice shit like Earth. I was like, okay, cool, because I'm going under my fucking head. My house is dark and shit, and I ain't got no lights on and shit. So I said, I got my little blankie. I put in Earth, right? What's the worst that can happen?
Shit.
I see a little sheep by a babbling brook or whatever the fuck.
Cute.
And then a fucking wolf starts eating us. I said, what the fuck?
That's traumatic.
And as I watched this wolf in my head, that motherfucking director, because he said at one point he thought he was the devil. Because he had a manic thing. And in my head, I'm like, maybe he's trying to get me to go crazy.
Oh, wow.
And so then I had to take medication to like.
In real life?
I had to
To like detox it?
I had to get on something.
Like a
because
stabilizer?
I couldn't get it. I couldn't get that shit, right? And he knows about it. And I was like, damn, now the other thing is, if I take medication, I'm saying I'm really crazy.
Right.
So now I take it. I'm like, oh, I'm really taking meds.
Shit.
But then I
Did it work?
I get to the set, and now the director goes, "I'm sorry, but we really need you to go crazy today."
Oh, fuck.
What was funny part though?
Wow, wait a
Funny
minute.
part was this though. I'm explaining it to Robert Downey Jr. And as I'm talking to Robert Downey Jr. telling him what's going on, he goes, "Dude, here's the deal. First of all, shut the fuck up before you give me
You sound just like him.
before you give me an attack of anxiety, because until you're wearing a Superman costume, sleeping in a 13-year-old boy's bed in some other's
Right.
he said,
Talk to me about that.
yeah. I said, okay. So he got me back. But then once I started taking the meds, I was like, okay, I can't do this no more. So I just stopped.
Yeah. Oh,
Bad.
that's bad. You should never just
You gotta wean yourself
stop
off.
cold turkey.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I wake up, or maybe I wasn't even asleep. I look at the clock. It says 4:51, and I thought it was a necklace on my neck.
What do you mean?
Just like how you think this chair is here,
Yeah.
I thought that was Nicaragua. I went to sleep and everything was renamed.
Oh,
I
wow.
called my manager. I said, I'm looking at Nicaragua.
Poor manager. Shut
What's up, Fox?
Did he get a raise that year? Right.
All I can tell you, this one I knew was bad. I said, this one I need to do. From Texas. You know, I never give up on my spirituality. I said, I'm going to pray.
There you go.
So I started praying. As I'm praying my soul out, I could see God in my peripheral. I can't really see him, but I see, just like I see you.
Yeah.
God is in my
What do
peripheral.
he look like?
I can't see his face, but I know
You
it's
know
God
he's there.
in my peripheral. And so while I'm praying, I see him do this.
Not got a lot.
No, God wasn't laughing at you though.
In my prayer. And he goes, and then he did this to somebody that's sitting next to him.
Oh,
And that somebody, it was a devil, and he leaned over. Imagine that.
No.
I'm praying,
Wait.
and God is telling the devil, listen to this nigga.
Like, listen to
He's
this
going
shit.
crazy. Have you never heard some shit
No,
like that?
not ever.
I thought this was about to be a what he do it moment.
I'm like, yeah, the book
Okay,
of Job.
so
No. So the
Oh
reason
my
this man
God.
is in this room, right over there.
Okay.
Shout out to
Come on, people, I wanna
Lamont.
shout Lamont.
I love Lamont.
Lamont is a black cowboy from Chicago. He said, "Hey man, something wrong. I'm gonna get you on this horse though." And he would put me on my horse.
On your horse.
Yeah, because he bought me my horse for my birthday.
Wow.
And I rode that horse in Django. And he would just take me up in the back of my property. And we would just ride.
It was like a release.
How important are those?
We would ride like. And I said, man, for a minute, I didn't feel.
Like you were.
Yeah. And that motherfucker, that motherfucker.
Was your release.
Oh man. And then we got through the movie. But that's the long answer to when you are in that genius mode, you gotta be careful what you accept.
Consume,
yeah, because
ingest.
you see it. I won't mention any names. But you can see all of those guys that are blessed with those special things.
Yeah.
And it snaps.
Like the Joker
it's still
movie.
brilliant, but it's here.
Right.
So you have to be mindful of what's going on.
Wow. There's beauty in the struggle, because I noticed that you referred to, Lamont a lot, and you rose so close, and you big up, Breon, and you keep these same people around you. And I'm a firm believer in the saying that iron sharpeneth iron. Like you don't hang out with any busters or scrubs. All of your friends are well decorated. Yeah. They are all within the industry and talented within their own right.
Most definitely.
But, and some people find that to be intimidating. How do you maintain those relationships and set those boundaries? Like there's competitive friends like you. You've been true to that.
I think what it is that if you look at your lives and you spend a certain amount of time in life, or you're talking about toxicity and things like that, you may have certain toxic things about you, but you can realize that and understand it. And we sort of, we realize how worthy they are beyond 100%. Whatever it is. We all got shit that's fucked up.
Everybody.
Even they know that I got shit that's fucked up. But you look back, it's been 25 years. So if you've been around someone for 25 years, that means they in your life for a reason.
Right.
It may
not
be,
just
you
for a
may not.
season.
Me and Breon, nigga, fought each other at the Usher
Fist
concert.
fight.
Not fought.
Damn, at
though.
the Usher concert?
Real fists.
Like
How you fight the R&B?
No, I don't want to hear from you.
Listen.
We're fighting at LMA.
she did fight at the LMA concert.
What you
I
understand?
got jumped.
So,
So
like-
okay.
No, you
Me
started
and
it,
Breon are duking it out
At the Usher
And what's
concert.
crazy, it's not a big, it's at the House of Blues. So we 12
Ah,
feet
it's
away.
It's a small venue.
Yeah.
So Usher's like, you make
Can't
me
take
want to
these
leave. But what
niggas nowhere.
doing?
Shit, they flashed the light on y'all to make y'all stop
Man,
though.
it's
Like,
crazy.
were they yelling at World Star?
Bro, listen to this.
Why didn't y'all just dance battle?
It wasn't that.
On some,
Nigga,
like-
we had to get it up. We had to fight. But, we the best of friends. And so we...
Sometimes you
But-
just gotta
Why
fight
can
your
men
friends.
do that? We can't
No,
do that. We'll
D,
hate each other
that's
for life.
toxic.
Men
Yeah,
can fight and get it out, and that's it.
Yeah, but here's the thing. We went...
Men can do
He-
that.
he-
Sometimes
here's
you
the
just
thing.
gotta move the table and just.
Nah,
Yeah,
if I
here's
fight,
the
that's
thing
it.
for
Talking
us.
to yourself. Do not.
Here's the thing
no.
for us. If it's real love and it's real, like
It'll circle
it'll
back.
settle. And then the thing is that the one thing none of those guys do is let me slip off into some I'm this thing.
They keep
bust-
you
Yeah.
humble.
They keep you humble.
But
They
not in a
talk
bad
about-
way, not in a toxic way.
Sometimes I think it's toxic. These niggas hurt my feelings.
They gotta keep
But you
grounded, though.
need that in order to. He'll tell me now.
You gotta stay grounded.
And they all have different ways of doing it. Breon's a nigga that's fucked up niggas is whack.
I love
okay,
her.
nigga. Okay, nigga.
Bri-
Okay, you whack.
You sound
Okay,
just
I don't
like
know.
her.
Hey, nigga, I'm gonna tell you. Okay, we may not be talking, nigga, but the shit you just did is whack, nigga. Okay, them other motherfuckers don't tell you what it is. So you thinking all that kind of shit. You whack. Click.
See, you need friends like
And
that.
so you need.
Yeah, I ain't no
and,
dick
and,
right.
and although I would tell
Right.
Breon, I said, nigga, you got. I
Wow.
wish you wasn't that hard, but it is. And
need
so
that
when you
balance.
see,
He's a
when
real
you
one.
see, when you see all of my peers sort of going through things, there's no one there to just be like, nigga, remember Texas, remember where you're from.
Yeah.
And when you don't have that, and that's anybody's life,
And
when you
there's
don't
so
have
many
somebody
people that don't have
that could
that.
just, because when you ascend, that's a motherfucker. When you get fame, that shit is like coke.
And you got nothing
When you
but
do
yes
coke,
men
it,
around
extend,
you.
it gives you your,
It's a high.
it's a high.
It's a super high.
That's what a lot of celebrities are going through.
Yeah.
You got,
Especially in my age group, because here come YouTube, here come TikTok. You don't shut them all down like you used to. It'll be like, David Dobrik, who's the biggest YouTube star. Like, I'll be in my elevator, my daughter say, "Yo, you with David Dobrik?" It's a big thing.
Yeah.
And so sometimes that shakes you a little bit. And so, but you need
That's
real friends, real guys and girls to be able to tell you. But that's just not in my life. That's in everybody's life.
Everyone. I feel like a lot of people with the Kanye situation and
Yeah.
people like that, they're
And
sometimes just
and
too
Or
so
even the Will Smith situation.
all of those things, because I love those brothers. I know them from inside out. I know, like, when I see
and that's
them,
what they need is
and when
love.
I see them, you know, when I see them, it's not me on the Instagram or me on the thing saying something. No,
As a
I'm
viewer.
gonna call you.
Right.
I'm gonna pull up.
You don't
I'ma
got to do it
pull up.
publicly.
Because that's
One-on-one.
that's the thing. Because once it goes public, now we can't have the same conversation.
Right.
Because I'm gonna give you,
And it's
I'm gonna
unauthentic.
give you the tools. And the basic thing that I say, and I just told you off camera, is like, a lot of these guys DM me, a lot of these guys ask me for advice because I give them simple things like, you know why it's lonely at the top? Because you can't take nobody with you,
Oof.
or you didn't take nobody with you.
Because you can.
Yeah, because that's the thing. I said it's two of them. Either you can or you don't want to.
Yeah.
But when you get up on the top and you by yourself and you can't lean on people, it ain't what you think it is. And there's
Right.
people that have gone there. I win the Oscar, right? I get the Oscar in my hand. Nigga, I was like, I started talking in an English accent. Right? You know,
Immediately
when I first started off,
Change it real
with Ray Charles, I was there, and it's really. I said, take the shit.
Right.
I gave it
Immediately.
away. Am I right?
I knew.
I gave it away. I don't want that. I said, because whatever that is. But if you look at a lot of people that had the Oscar, motherfuckers started showing up with ascots and shit. And, you know, and
Immediately. Right.
so that
Ask
that
for
kind of
crumpets.
fade. So when I talk to all them dudes and girls, I say, hey, go back to what you do. Tell that joke. Sing that song.
Yeah.
Write that movie. Write that poetry. Do that dance. Go back to what you used to do. Because at the end of the day, when you float away from all of that,
You lose yourself.
now those demons and those things in your head are now running wild, and no one there. Your Lamont is not there to put you on the horse. Breon is not there to sock you in the Usher concert, and Dave is not there just to be Dave.
So are there any lessons that you feel like that you wish you didn't have to learn the hard way?
No, you got to. That's the one thing that people have to understand. Like I tell my kids, you can't learn it the easy way. That's not what. Whether you're spiritual and you believe it's the God factor, or whether it's just scientific, there's yin and there's yang. You cannot have complete light without complete darkness. You have to have balance. So I tell people all the time, recognize your darkness. You got to recognize what that is and be thankful for whatever that darkness is. A lot of people complain, like me and my family, we crazy as a motherfucker. I had 80 people here for my mom's birthday. She turned 80. And my family, the Rosebuds, they crazy. Like, you know. And, yeah.
Mama had.
But like my aunt is the same age as me.
That's ghetto.
That's what I'm saying. So I used to say, you know you ghetto.
Hey, that's toxic.
That's
But that's true.
Your grandma had to be pregnant at the same time as
my mom.
Yeah.
So, you know,
that's
so
ghetto.
it's like, so all of what we was going through, right? Trying to plan it, and niggas was at each other's heads. I said, I'm thankful. And I said, Lamont, what? I said, I'm thankful. Because this other motherfucker's going through way worse. So recognize your darkness, accept it, and then know it doesn't mean that everything that you do is going to be penalized or balanced. But for the most part, beautiful women, you have blessed curses. I tell y'all all the time, I left my penis at the crib.
It's not
But
there.
But you be
Not
carrying
there.
your spear around.
Yeah,
so
I know, but there's no way I
we
could
ain't
come here with
say
my. I
how-
don't have it.
But
How
this
could
is
I
the
be
thing.
around this?
You have daughters.
Have my
Timothy.
shaft.
He respectfully leaves it at home.
But you have
Respectfully.
you have daughters, and you're so big on family. I want to understand, like, how do you raise normal girls that aren't like entitled? Like, I see all these kids like Master P's son or 50 Cent's son that are on the media saying like it wasn't enough. Or so how do you raise like your kids? We've met them; they're so sweet and well mannered.
Well, I will say
How do you
this:
keep them
it's
so
not
well-rounded?
always like that. And it doesn't mean that they're not well mannered.
Lamont over there laughing.
but here's the thing: they're still your kids.
Your kids, no matter what.
I may be the fly motherfucker to everybody else, but you just dad to me, and I don't give a fuck about what they saying right now.
Yeah.
I need you here at this
Dance recital.
and I don't give a fuck about who got your autograph. And so now you got to go, okay, My oldest daughter was a blessing because she gave me a pass. Because when I was trying to get my money, she would just be like, I got you, Dad, I understand. My youngest daughter, not so much.
How do you keep her humble?
Second kids are always a test.
My youngest
daughter
daughter's like, I need you to be at the recital. And why aren't you there?
Yeah.
Because I saw you on the Instagram.
And if you had time to be on your stories.
So to be there means a lot. We're never going to get it perfect.
No, never.
Kids are not going to understand it because their normal is not our normal. I can say all day, back in my day, my kids say, but Dad, it's not your day. It's just simply not.
Right.
Yeah.
So how can we make our day good?
Right.
My kids, am I right? My kids will counsel me sometimes and say, this is what we need. And even with that, like your heart goes out for Romeo and Master P because at the end of the day, they love each other. Yeah. But then social media tell you work it out in front of social media. That's tough because when you hurt,
you got a lot of opinions.
the biggest thing to do is I want to hurt them. I want to hurt. I want to hurt somebody, so I'm gonna say what it is. Or who else? I don't know who else you said, but
I said 50 Cent.
Yeah, and so sometimes you gotta say this. Whatever we're gonna go through, let's do it behind these closed doors. Because all that's gonna do is complicate it. And then for the fathers.
And it's out there forever.
Yeah, for the fathers. Sometimes you gotta let it go. You gotta let
Words of wisdom.
You gotta let it go.
No, I'm a parent. I get it. You gotta let some things go.
You gotta let it go. You gotta let them have their moment.
Yeah.
You can't do like my grandmother and everything. That's all they knew how to do because they didn't have no resources.
Yeah.
Either I'm gonna bust you in your head or you ain't gonna do nothing. Now I got resources. I know what I can do. I know what it is. Whether it makes it easier or not, the one thing I do, I'm always honest with them. But when I say some shit and I'm on my daddy shit and and then my daughter one day, my youngest, she said, and finally we had a conversation. I said, yeah, I was sorry. I was wrong about that. Thank God.
No, these new kids, they know.
She said
they're in touch with their feelings.
I was just waiting on you to like be honest and say that you was wrong about that. And I was like, babe, I was wrong.
This Generation Z, they're in touch with their feelings and they communicate because this is their new platform. Being online, that's not foreign to them. Like it might be to the older generation. It's not foreign to them. This is how they communicate. And they're very in touch with their feelings. So we have to, us, we'd be like, oh, you have to be seen and not heard. This other, now it's like, I need to tell you that I have this and this and this, and I need to be heard. I need to be heard.
Right.
And that's great. So with that, I tell them, I said, but nothing is for free. When you go out there on that platform, you're gonna get things that we didn't have to deal with. I didn't have to deal with nobody's comments.
Right. It's almost like everyone has to hear everyone's thoughts now.
Nobody
knew that.
I be telling them, them comments tear your ass up. I said, be careful. Yeah. Because them comments, they really talented in the way they tear you down. So I try to.
And the memes.
So I try to do this. I say, listen, I try to empower them. My oldest daughter runs my company.
Ooh, boss.
My oldest daughter had to teach her, like, yo, go do your thing. And I said, use what this is. Unabashedly. Don't worry about it. Because she's like, first time she's like, I want to do it on my own steam, Dad. Maybe I'll change my name.
That for her.
I said, great, Corinne. Why did you go to USC? Because I can tell people I went to USC when I'm going to get a job. I'm your USC.
Right.
We're going to build our business. Yeah. Because our business is not go to college and get the job.
Be able to do that.
Yeah. So God bless, this past year, she became a millionaire.
I love that. Wow.
All in the mental health, all of the things she's doing on television, the commercials. And so
she's so beautiful too.
But here's the thing. But
that's
she,
Dad. Okay.
She did good. I always, am I right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes I be like, I fuck it up.
She a self-made millionaire, but with your backing, though. Like that's like Trump. Like I just had a $1 million loan from my dad. He said she did it off
small loan.
Very small loan, very small. $300 million loan. It's great. You should try it.
Jamie, speaking of balance, because one thing that I've always said about you is you don't really hear no mess about you.
You gotta be quiet.
But you be in the street, you be outside.
Yeah, be outside.
How do you get that respect and
because you gotta
to the point
know
where people aren't in your face taking videos.
You gotta know. You gotta know who not to date.
Oh yeah, we were just talking about that.
Hey, man, I just learned like, hey, it ain't. But some people like that aspect of we're dating. I can't take it, man.
Do you think it's they're paying the blogs because?
I mean, some of them do.
Because we could
some of them
do
do.
A-list.
Some of them do.
A-list.
Yeah, but some of them do, but it depends on who you date and what it is, and they want to be in your business. And I always say, man, if you can, don't let nobody know, man, because once they know, like sometimes I look at Jay-Z and Beyonce, and I remember when it was quiet. You know?
Yeah.
And not say I don't know their lives, so I don't know, but it just seemed like that's a lot of pressure.
Right.
That's a lot of pressure to be Jay-Z, and Beyonce. So it's like my way is stay quiet. I be wanting to text. I be wanting to say some shit. Just stay the fuck out of it. Right. And then whoever I'm dating is be like, hey man, nobody needs to see us, and do the best I can. You know.
How do you the discernment there? How do you choose if it's not somebody that you came up with from the past, like your boys, like your group? You say you trust them, you know them. How do you then pick now at your level? How do you date? How do you choose? I mean,
we set now. I don't need no other niggas. But
no, I'm talking about women.
With women,
how do you? Because we know that.
Oh man, you know what? I think what it is demeanor.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna see the most beautiful. I mean, the most beautiful women everywhere all the time. But I think it's demeanor when they're in rooms where there are bigger things, big stars, big this, big everything. So I think you see how they
handle themselves.
Yeah, because some of them, motherfuckers skirt out, you know what I'm saying? You're in a room with Drake, or you're in a room with all the other people and so you just have to see what the demeanor is.
But Drake don't tell jokes. Drake don't act. Well, he does act.
But you understand what I'm saying.
As long as they don't leave with Kevin Hart, then.
Right.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think demeanor, and I think in the end, it's for all of us. If you were to be sick, I'm sick.
Yeah.
If someone
who's gonna stay with you?
Who's gonna
like this, I was taking this person. This was back when we was doing award shows, right? And we were supposed to go to some like the Golden Globes or something, right? Mm-hmm. And the person was like, I was sick. I was like, they're like, are we going?
Wow.
Ooh,
I said, where are we going? Where are we going? It's tonight. I said, I'm sick. But I had people that were going to be there for me, and I got this dress.
Ain't about you.
Right? So I said, you know what I did? I got up, go to the closet, grab the dress, put it on there, and said, hey, if you want to go, go.
Don't go, sis.
She did like this.
Don't do it.
She like this. She grabbed it, Morgan. All I heard was a blow dry.
That signature for health thing is for what? Lord, right? She says for wives.
Nigga, listen.
She said it's for wives.
So nigga.
She said I ain't say the vows.
She said
She said I ain't say the vows. That was in the
Beyonce. That's
she got dressed.
It's frustrating.
She got dressed, nigga. She was on
Did she look good at least? Did they get her ankles?
But it was like, that probably ain't the one.
But speaking of the one though, like, why is it like I feel like men aren't getting married these days? I
think marriage is in. I think marriage is in a bit of a. I think it's been in a bit of a trouble.
Okay.
Reason being is because women also are realizing their worth.
You set up
we just talked about this
today.
Straight.
Look, he got right.
But I mean,
no, it's true.
It's like I said, women are realizing like, yo, I don't necessarily need this nigga either.
Yep.
And so a lot of the women around me are like, yeah, I get married, but what is it going to?
How's it going to benefit me?
Is it going to uplift me because I get married to a person who just wants to marry and poke a hole in whatever I'm doing? Because with women, it's a weird thing. We don't like women. We don't like women.
You are 1,000% correct.
We don't like women.
Wow.
More than we hate minorities, we hate women. Even women hate women.
That internalized misogyny is
I use Hillary Clinton as a perfect example. Here's an opportunity for women to have a president. What do we do? I don't like how she looks. I don't like her clothes.
I don't like how she dresses. I don't like the emails. I don't like
how she robbed Haiti.
Right? I don't like how she did this. I don't like how she did all this.
Well, damn, I don't like how she robbed
Haiti. We didn't like that for real.
But watch this. At the same time.
That's valid.
At the same time, you let another man say, I grab him by the pussy.
And then elect that person.
Right.
So what goes on? But you stuck her with everything. Watch this. Women don't hate. I was doing a women, all black women thing. And I said, y'all voting for Hillary, right? She can't handle a man. How's she going to handle the White House?
See?
I've heard that from a lot of women.
That internalized misogyny is killing us.
She's responsible for her man cheating.
I said, well, how is she part of that? And then one girl went as far as to say, you don't trip out on this. I said, you voting for Hillary, right? She a Scorpio.
Oh my God.
I said, what the fuck does that mean?
You see, Scorpios be getting all the attacks and shit.
But watch, watch what she said. She said, no, a year ago, a Scorpio beat me out some money, so I don't fuck with Scorpios. But all that was just any reason not to support women.
So why is that?
So
Women
when
hate
I
women?
say women, so when I say men, so if women hate women, what do you think men do? We're naturally set up everything. Look at Roe versus Wade. Look at all these different things. We naturally set up things. We even set it up in the Bible and that you ate the apple. Nigga,
exactly. How do you know?
The apple? If you knew,
My
they
goodness.
set it up so
Starting to get hot.
So they set it up. So
Starting to talk my language here. This is my shit. Let me make sure.
What I'm saying is like this.
Titties don't fall out.
Yeah.
Hold on.
But what it's saying is this: is that
She got excited.
the interpretation of Lord have mercy. Go on to do what you gotta do. Women do like women. I got it all wrong.
Rub them down. This is starting to make me feel a little.
In this room, we love women.
My titty almost popped out.
Well, I keep talking like this.
The hair started going up on my arms because you're talking my language.
Because here's the thing.
Patriarchy.
Here's the thing. Exactly. Now watch this. We even
her eyes got wide.
we even
She's on a
interpret
high.
it.
She was like, I was waiting for this moment my whole
We
life.
interpret what's in the Bible.
Yeah.
We interpret that.
Yes.
So they interpret it so that even your afterlife, you are sexualized.
Yep.
In some religions, they say when you get to heaven, you'll get 70 virgins. My whole thing like, is pussy in heaven?
No.
What are we talking about?
Exactly.
God created pussy for earth.
And then watch this.
Diddy.
Yo, wait. That's the t-shirt.
God created pussy
t-shirts.
for
So
earth.
here we go. Y'all
Write it down.
God made pussy for earth.
In that order. But not the afterlife.
You.
No, but
I'm
you're
sorry.
1,000% right.
We're not apologizing. All I can tell you is that with my daughters, you asked, I said they're under the gun. Even in the afterlife, you're considered just a piece of ass. Think about it.
1,000%
I don't like that.
correct.
Think about it.
And that's how they set it
It's
up.
definitely upsetting me.
They didn't say it was 70 men.
Because
for
the
women.
men wrote the
Right.
Bible.
Yeah,
So-
where's my version?
Because that's a train.
So my whole thing is like this. Is like we talk about.
Man, I need a shot.
Yeah, but
That's
you
a
know what I'm saying?
train. We don't want that.
So all I say is that we love you guys. And we keep love.
Yes.
What time is it?
We gonna end with our session.
I ran out.
It's 11?
We have toxic, not toxic.
Got
That's our final.
I'm with it.
That's our final segment in this show, and
Right.
basically, we pick a song and deem whether it's toxic or not.
Got it.
toxic.
I picked it.
Yes, I
I'm
should
with
pick
it.
the song.
She did.
And
We're
it's
very excited
called-
about this one.
I always fall for your type.
It's called Your Type. So it's about a chick. Drake is on
Listen,
it.
that had me in a chokehold. I mean,
So
all
it's
your
about a
music has had me in a
topping chick.
chokehold, but
She
Right.
cute, she fly, she drink a little bit, she get a little
Right.
spicy, like
Right,
you
right,
like it.
right.
You know what I'm saying? And then
That's your
it's
type.
kind of
That's
like
what it
deja
says?
vu because I know
Yes.
you like them crazy.
Yeah.
wait, do you like them?
So-
Do you like
so-
them
That's
crazy?
his type.
So if you're the one that keeps on picking this type, who's the toxic one, her or you?
I think that it comes from me, but I think also it comes from how everything is formed as a kid. My introduction to women as a kid. I was a young kid, and you know some of my stories, but my introduction to women as a kid
Literally,
dictates to how I function. You mean what I'm saying? Even the way they're built and things like that. So it's like I remember watching all of my children. There was a girl in there named Dottie, I believe it was, and and I had a crush on her. So the little crushes that you have, or the girl from Good Times, you know. So those little things that I watched when I was growing up, I think I seek that out.
Yeah.
And then once you have someone that you fall in love with, and that's over, you can't get that out of your DNA a little bit. So when you see the ones that type, it's like that. Like the girl I was telling you about. Here's the last story. Toxic.
The last
No, I love these
Here's the
stories.
last story.
Right.
So the girl I tell you about, we had this crazy whirlwind relationship, right? So at one point, we break up, and I'm doing a show, right? And while I'm doing the show, at this award show, I see a girl who looked just like my girl.
Yeah,
Splitting image. I go up to her right there tonight. You want to go out, hang out tonight? She's like, yeah. So we go to a club that I know my girl might be at, right? I ain't got the big money at the time, so we just in the corner with one bottle of champagne, 2 glasses, whatever, right? So as I'm talking or whatever like that, my girl come into the club.
Oh shit!
See me, walk right up to me and the girl, and she says, "Oh, Jamie, please, this is a knockoff."
And at that
moment, nigga, she said, "This is a knockoff."
Yeah,
she
got
says,
the
"You don't know about me.
She ain't have
he
to
ain't
do
told
you
you
like
about
that."
me."
I love her energy.
Spanish. She said, "Anyway, Jamie, good night."
Shit.
That was on the lips.
Oh, that's gangster.
No,
I like
on
that.
on the lips.
I fuck with it.
Now I'm like this. Now I'm like this. I said, "You want something to drink?" She said, "Can you take me home?" Yeah, let me get my keys.
It was it at that point.
Yeah, so the fall for you type, I don't know. Sometimes you try to break out of it, but it just is what it is. We like what we like. I'm just trying to not be too toxic when it comes to craziness.
I think we helped you a lot today. Jamie, do you think we were
helpful?
helpful?
Man, hell
You
yeah.
feel different?
Are you
I feel different. I feel
like fuzzy.
Toxic?
No, I don't.
Okay, well, how about this? We gonna pray for him. We gonna pray that he stays that way.
I'm still stuck on why men hate women. Like I'm not.
Girl,
you know what? We didn't get over it.
I'm over it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to say that for another time.
Thank you so much for coming to the show.
Thank you, Jamie.
Toxics Anonymous. I'm gonna use this restroom.
You really done blessed our podcast. All right, y'all. Meeting adjourned. Bye, y'all.